Here comes March, and with it, a bunch of great games on Xbox. Ahoy folks, Craig signing in for Pure Xbox with the top 10 games releasing on Xbox throughout the month of March. First up in 10th place is Fatal Frame Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. This spooky number released on the Wii back in 2008, but only in Japan. We Westerners were obviously too busy with our sparkly vampires to notice. 15 years on, and we're finally seeing the fourth installment in the Fatal Frame series come to the West when it launches March 9th. Now, this is an old game, but it's being resurrected with upgraded graphics, ghosts, and mystery for us to get into. So, some kids go missing on this island, they're found, but their memories of what happened are lost. To be honest, if hanging out with my mates resulted in a costly search party having to find us, I might play dumb too. Now those same forgetful kids are going back to unravel the mystery of their lost memories. Grab your flashlight and an old-timey camera obscura, a camera capable of sealing away the ghostly inhabitants with a slap of its shutter. My photography degree tells me that the protagonist's choice in camera is just about making life more difficult than it has to be. Growing up on a small island, I frequented a boat to the mainland, and I tell you, the idea of something lurking beneath the waves is chilling. Which brings me to 9th on our list, DREDGE. A fishing adventure with a sinister undercurrent is casting its net onto Xbox March 30th. To make a living in this fishy adventure game, you're a captain of your own trawler boat. Sell your catch for coin, take on quests from the locals, and learn of each island's troubled past, whilst outfitting your vessel with bigger and better equipment. Simple life on the sea, eh? Well, I've heard creepy sea stuff happens at night, so you might want to keep an eye on the time, and best not let the catch you, if you know what I'm saying. Fishing pun! Dracula's back! The award-winning roguelite takes 8th spot with an all-new DLC in a vampiric shape. Dead Cell's return to Castlevania is the game's biggest expansion yet. We return to the corridors of an iconic gothic castle March 6th to slay hordes of supernatural minions on a quest to kill the King Batboy, Dracula. Team up with Richard Belmont and Alucard in an all-new Castlevania story with the fast-paced Dead Cell combat we've come to love. This next game would have made it a great 4th place just so I could shout 4! But it's 7th, so I can't say the joke. Golf, ladies and gentlemen. EA Sports PGA Tour tees off March 24th. Looks like the caddies at EA swung for exclusivity of the majors. That's the Masters, PGA Championship, US Open, the Fridge Door is open, the Players Championship, FedEx Cup, and the Augusta National Women's Amateur. That's a lot of golf tournaments, and why is my milk warm? I won't lie, I'm not a golfy guy, but I do like the sound a golf ball makes when you bounce it on concrete, and I also find golf games incredibly relaxing. The soft pitter-patter of limp hands tapping each other in applause whenever I put a birdie in a grass hole is a joy. EA's PGA Tour has told me that they have the most innovative ball behavior, swing mechanics, lifelike course dynamics, and the most realistic visuals in any golf game to date. It also rocks a pretty sweet RPG-style career mode, which I do like a career in sports because I like to stay indoors and not move off my chair. Witness all of that realistic bull behavior March 21st. 6th on the list is looking kinda sus, but I spy with my very handsome eye a plant moving. The plant is moving! Sure to fill an Among Us shaped hole, Deceive Inc. brings the international world of espionage to Xbox March 21st. And tonight, go under the covers and lie to people. Whether you're infiltrating Casa Amor or one of Deceive Inc.'s location, the mission is the same. Locate the target, use deception and a handful of gadgets to secure the payload and get out of there. But it's not that simple, because this is multiplayer, and everyone else is trying to achieve the exact same thing. Couple up with a high-tech watch to disguise yourself as a guest, staff member, or even a security guard, all with different levels of access throughout the game's maps to avoid suspicion. Whether you fancy a chat with the moving plant or not, better shoot your shot before someone shoots theirs first. March has sports. Taking 5th spot in a month full of ball games is the swing-tastic MLB The Show 23. Don't tell Sony, because this is the 3rd year MLB's The Show is launching on Xbox Game Pass, firing onto the Green Giant March 28th. Fun fact, I once watched a live Seattle Mariners game. On a completely unrelated note, I heard there's a feature to hit the ball with the bat in this game. The MLB draft experience has been revamped, adding loads more strategy and depth when managing your organization. Diamond Dynasty gives you new ways to play, develop, and build a squad, whilst collecting cards and using them to swing batter, swing your way to Dub City. Coming in at number 4 is the Viking Exploration survival game, which is kind of ironic because the whole setup of this game revolves around your character not surviving and ending up in beardy purgatory. Anyway, Valheim is coming to Xbox consoles March 14th. Battle, build, and conquer a procedurally generated world inspired by Norse mythology. Prove yourself to Viking Daddy as you explore forests, dungeons, and the open sea, crafting recipes for weapons, armor, and even base building. Get together with up to 9 friends to construct the longest longhouse if you want. You're a dead Viking, do whatever you fancy. But if you do build anything, best not to kite a giant troll into the village, because friendships will be tested. I know through experience. Top 3, let's see who's in 3rd spot. WWE 2K23 jumps into the ring March 17th and is bringing realistic graphics, which of course we need to appreciate this year's aggressive, sweaty cuddle fights. 2K23 introduces the brand new War Games match type, focusing on John Cena's 20-year career, in addition to My Rise campaign, My GM and My Faction improvements, and a reworked story system in Universe Mode. I'll be honest, Universe Mode sounds hilarious. I'd love to see Daddy Mando defend his title against 10 Baby Yodas. Someone make it happen and at me on Twitter. I want to see it. Number 2. Now this one easily could have taken 1st spot, but we'll get into why it didn't. Wolong Fallen Dynasty is one of the biggest additions to Xbox Game Pass this year and is mere days away, officially launching March 3rd. From the devs that gave us Neo, Team Ninja's upcoming action RPG is serving plenty of Sekiro-flavored hack-and-slash goodness. Now, I'm super interested in this because I find the 3 kingdoms of the later Han Dynasty very nostalgic. Now, I wasn't alive and kicking back then, but I did enjoy Omega Force's Dynasty Warriors, so it's kind of essentially, the same thing. Players join a dark fantasy story as a nameless soldier fighting for their own survival. What's cool is the enemies in Wolong take shape as enemy soldiers, yeah, but also as big deadly creatures that'll take some time to put all the combat skills and techniques together to beat. I can see this one doing well with fans of Soulsborne games, and if you like punishing yourself, then Wolong Fallen Dynasty may just hurt you in all the right ways. Top of my list, number 1 of the games coming in March is none other than the Resident Evil 4 remake. It pipped Wolong for top spot because, well, Resi 4 is considered the best game of all time and is in fact a game I'm yet to play. So this remake is easily the most exciting, for me at least. Capcom has essentially pumped out another modern remake in what's becoming an industry trend following the launch of a visually spectacular Dead Space remake, but you can't help but notice just how good this version of Resident Evil 4 looks. Resident Evil 4 taking place 6 years since the biological disaster that happened in Raccoon City. Leon, being one of the survivors of the incident, has been recruited as an agent reporting directly to the President of the United States, whose daughter has gone missing. Turns out she's somewhere within a secluded European village that you now have to go and enter and just suffer the horrible consequences of everything that's going on, whilst trying to pull off a daring rescue mission. What's more interesting is this is more of a reimagining than a remaster. Gameplay has been tweaked to suit modern gamers. The storyline has been altered, adding a fresh feel to the narrative. And, of course, Leon S. Kennedy is still a handsome puppy who must be protected at all costs. Ashley who? I only care about the best boy. What you say? Pretty good list. but I'm sure you know better, so let me know in the comments. Is Resi 4 number 1, and did I miss out a game that you're excited for? Instead of sitting in silence for the next 20 minutes, why not watch one of the 2 fancy videos being suggested to you? And as always, like and subscribe for all things Xbox. As for now, Craig signing off.